Well, hello, everyone out there. I am Everett Zen, your host of Everett Zen Presents, coming at you live on an Achievement Hunters Lodge episode, as we do every Thursday, 10 to 12 Central European Time on Twitch at Everett Zen Presents. You can find the recap later on YouTube, the condensed version, if you will. That's at Everett Zen. And of course, you can find us on social media at Blue Sky and Twitter X at Everett Zen. Yes. Glad to say that we have shipping information for both of our winners for the Average Zen Presents MtG Ether Drift giveaway. Getting those play booster boxes out within the week. I hope. Congratulations again to both of our winners, and thanks so much for everyone's support, and appreciate you guys. Big group hug. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. All right. With that out of the way, let's talk about the achievements we're going for today and the ones we've already picked up along the way. Well, let's go take a look. Heading over to our friendly achievements tab, and we will go to core achievements. We have picked up an advanced achievement, and we have some explaining to do. Already, we have some explaining to do. Here's the thing. I intentionally got the rare drafter the night before last. I've been loving drafting Tarkir Dragonstorm. I've been doing it a lot. And yeah, it's a great way to fill out your mythics and rares anytime a new set comes out, especially if you do the quick draft. That is the cheaper version. And yeah, I've been too excited to get those cards early and try to build some decks around them while they're still hot off the digital press. And so yeah, like I said, do yourself a favor. Get play limited from time to time. You get some good cards. Give you some crafting ideas at any rate. So yeah, let's claim the rare drafter. Now the explaining. Oh, we never didn't. All right. The explaining we have to do is for this one, the Taste of Power. Cast a card from the Power 9. Okay, now, well, let's claim that because now we can actually view it. And we'll flip that over. Cast a card from the Power 9, which there's only a few cards on Arena that will summon a copy of, or conjure, if you will, a copy of the card somewhere. And I was going to do a whole episode on it today, and then something miraculous happened. It was amazing. My wife wanted to, or I wanted to share my deck that I had prepared to do this today, to chalk off this Taste of Power. Yeah, and get it hunt complete. And so we went to, and I'm going to take this slow, because as you know, this is one of those O of 1 achievements. It's 1 of 1, and we have discovered through trial and error and demonstration on this channel that there's certain rules that are unstated that apply to getting those, and that one of those rules is that those cannot be gotten by playing Sparky here in the bot match under play. All right, so we know that. We had assumed that when you go down here and you direct challenge someone, that didn't work, because before we've gone and done a challenge match type 60 card best of 1, and we've trial and errored some various of these achievements to see if that would work, because there was nothing saying it shouldn't, and yet it did not. So imagine my surprise when, for some crazy reason, I went to show my wife this deck that I had put together. in order to get this Power 9 achievement. And I went over here, I was just cycling through what they have, and it said like tournament match, traditional standard cards now, limited match, and I went over to historic tournament match and played. It was this one right here, the Power Slasher 9. And lo and behold, I got to cast at some point the Oracle of the Alpha, as well as a Jet Collector and Emerald Collector. And even though I was not expecting to get the achievement because it was a friend challenge, I did. I got to cast one of the Power 9, and it gave me the achievement. And I was like, this blows my mind. I was so we're going to experiment today. We're going to experiment with the exact same format, but not only will we demonstrate how to get the Power 9 related achievement yourself, possibly through this method, if you have a friend that's willing to help you out, but also there's a number of achievements that we might possibly get in this method that we just have not tested trying to do this historic tournament format. So we're going to be testing for a lot of things today, and we might find ourselves getting even more unstated exceptions to the rules that we thought we knew at this point. So even at this stage, we are still learning things, and we're going to go about this in a scientific method, some quasi-related way, and see if we can nail down some more logical inferences. With that out of the way, we've taken a look at that core achievement, and we'll show you how to get for yourself. Where'd it go now? The not Party of None. It was where'd it go? Advanced achievement. Yeah, it was advanced achievements. Where was it? Going ultimate? No, that wasn't it. The rare drafter. Oh, we did get that one. I already lost it. It was the Power of 9 or something like that. I don't even know. At any rate, the one we did not get last week, the one we were going after and did not complete, even though we built a deck for it, because we could not get someone to actually sit through the win condition. So now I'm curious. We're going to potentially try all with one deck today. We'll get to this. But today we're going to try to chalk this off using our direct challenge method, all according to my calculations, and see if that's a possibility to win a game with no cards in your library. It would certainly make things easier, so we're going to put this on our heart list. And in addition to that, we're also going to possibly be able to chalk off every single, I don't know if you've noticed this, there's a pattern, that every single color mastery has something cast some kind of creature type spell over any number of games, and it's all 250. And I was having a discussion with my wife, and they were like, sometimes I don't think, I never play red, and so I'm never gonna get, cast 250 dragons and goblins. And that got me thinking, well, you're right. There's certainly, I've gotten some of these, but even like I'm lagging behind on the green, the white, and the red. I haven't completed. And I was like, what if there was a way that we could build a deck that we would get all of these in one game? Like all of it in every color, all 5 colors, you could go from 0 to 250 in one game. if you found had an opponent. And here's the thing, I've tested this. Getting these works with Sparky. Sparky counts for these. So even if you don't have a friend, the deck I'm going to show you now will get you every single one of the 250 creature type achievements under all the color masteries, potentially in one game if your fingers can handle it. I ask you, can you? Can you sit through all the clicking? It may actually be easier against Sparky. We're going to find out today because there's going to be timers involved, I believe. We'll see if we can set it up in such a way that there's no timer. I don't think that's an option. I have not looked this in depth into the direct challenges before and all the different modalities you can pick. So this is exciting. We're discovering things. So not only are we going to be going for the, all according to my calculations, the one for winning with our no cards in our library, we're also going to be demonstrating that you could potentially also get another achievement that we have gotten previously in other ways, which is the no bigger than that achievement, attack with a creature with 21 or greater power. In fact, the deck I'm going to show you next will probably knock out half the achievements we've already done on this show. Potentially playing against a willing partner all in one game, if you have such a friend. If not, as I said, we'll show you. Show, don't tell, because this deck can do it all. What are we going to do? Let's talk about it. At first, as I said when I was testing to get this achievement, the Power 9 achievement, I had built this deck. And it wasn't nothing. I was thinking, I'll use this, and if I assume I'll have to be playing in a match-made game, because every indication of that we've had has said that we would have to play in a match-made game to get this, because it was a one-of-one achievement. And so we built a somewhat reasonable deck that might be able to pull it off 1 in 4, 1 in 5 games if we were lucky, which is enough for our particular. Now, that's just with the goal of casting one of these spells. In the case of Jet Collector, you have to jump through some hoops. Namely, you have to have 4 cards or more in your graveyard of your second main phase, and you conjure a Mox Jet, one of the Power 9. Same thing with the Emerald Collector. This one, though, says when you draw your 3rd card in a turn, you conjure the Mox Emerald into your hand, one of the Power 9. And of course, we have 4 of the Oracle of the Alpha, which when it enters, conjures the Power 9 into your library. And we get some powerful stuff like additional card draw, time walk, take an extra turn. You can shuffle your hand, your graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. Black Lotus. Okay, if this is your first Magic video, this is, the most powerful and most popular card probably ever printed. So yeah, fun to cast this. Mox Emerald, same deal as the other Moxen guys. We got all the colors. And there we have it. That's the Power 9. Now, with this setup, that means we have, in this deck, we had, assuming we could get even one of these to stay alive, that's why the Oracle of the Alpha is probably our best bet of getting this in this deck, because it does its job when it enters, assuming it does not get countered. And then your job is to draw the cards and be able to cast them, which some of them are 0. Most of them are 0 mana artifacts. So assuming you do that, and let's double check the wording. I'm pretty sure we have to win the game. Where was it? We have to find it again now. Okay, down. Taste of Power. There we go. Cast. So you don't even have to win the game. You just have to cast it. which most of them are zero casting artifacts, so easy enough. However, like I said, I wasn't expecting to get the achievement, and so when I did, it got me thinking, well, this opens up so many more possibilities if you have an opponent that's willing to stick around. And then the comment from my wife was, sometimes I don't, it all starts clicking up, how do I get all these creature achievements for all the colors when I never play those colors? Well, so that got me thinking, let's revamp this deck, knowing that we're going to be playing against a willing participant, including possibly Sparky, depending on which achievement you're going for. That brings me to the tribal taste of power, all according to my calculations, and there is some more on this somewhere. And this is going to be our chef's kiss, pièce de résistance deck of choice for doing so many achievements if you have these cards crafted, if you have the mythics and the rare slots coming out of every corner of your house and stuffed in your mattress, and you're serious about getting all the achievements very, very easily. Then I present to you the deck. I think this is the one. So let's talk about Universal Automaton. It's a 4 of. Absolutely, because it's a changeling. And the changeling is all creature types. This is how we get all of those creatures of the various types knocked off from 0 to 250 in one game. I'm showing it to you now. 4 of. So when this comes into play, each time it's going to tick up those numbers for all of those creature type associated achievements. We have 2 of Retraction Helix. This is an instant until end of turn. Target creature gains tap. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Really, we only need 1 of these. This is in case we mess up. We have a backup because this deck will draw itself out in 1 turn, recycle it, and draw it again. We have infinite mana. We have infinitely big creatures. We have infinite creature bounce. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to, at some point, play one of these guys with either a Dowerport, hopefully with a Dowerport Mage in play, and a Cryptolith Right, and some way to give them haste. Sorok and Goreclaw is one that comes to mind. Crashing Drawbridge is 4 of, and easy to cast because it's a common. And we can also have Leaf Leap Guide sort of serve as a couple of backup copies for our Dowerport Mage in terms of being, as well as the Retraction Helix, in terms of being able to bounce things back to our hand relatively cheaply. You'll notice the Leaf Guide is an alchemy card, and it is a mythic. So you can always just do the same with the rares, the Dowerport Mage, or maybe put in a couple more uncommon Retraction Helixes when you've got the combo all set up. So there's a few ways to go about it. I already had these guys, so I didn't craft them. So this makes it a little bit easier. I did craft the Emerald Collectors because this is easily the easiest conditioned without going and crafting the mythics, if you want, to get the Power 9 achievement. So if you just want to even throw in one of these guys, then you'll probably get it eventually if you have a willing participant, because you will draw this card at some point, and you should be able to play it at that point because you'll have infinite mana. And the Cryptolith Right, I only have 2 of it. This is a card I usually only play in Brawl. If I had 4 of, and I didn't want to be, and I wasn't stingy with my wild cards, I would play it 4 of instead. Since I have a 4 of Enduring Vitality, then we're playing that. So sort of we have a 5 of the same effect. Elven Chorus will also work, but this is a little faster. And yeah. Cannon Bonder Prodigy will double all of our mana production, which will help. And then, in terms of, let me get this right, it will help in terms of how many times we have to click. Because it is an infinite cycle even without Cannon, but it does require quite a bit of clicking. So if we can double the amount of the mana, then that's half as much clicking we have to do. We have Transit Mage. This is a new one from Etherdrift. Is a 2-of to find us a copy of Paradox Engine, which is any brawler should have at least one copy, and we only need one copy because this is an uncommon. You could put 4 of these in here. I thought about it, but realistically, again, we're going to be drawing our entire deck. This is just to get things going a little faster. Yes, clear the mind. This is 2-of. This is what makes us go truly infinite, because we have 2 of these, then we should be able to play one, shuffle our graveyard into our library, draw a card, and then that means this one goes to the graveyard, but we have another one in the library, which means we can rinse and repeat and go through our entire deck until we find and successfully play Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. It says if you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. Yes, that is correct. So we can chalk off all if. This is a big if. This is one of the things we're testing today. If we can do this historic tournament style best of 3 match to successfully get this achievement when we thought we could not, to get the Power 9 achievement, despite them being a 1-of-1. So maybe we found a little loophole in the rules for the direct challenge. That's the idea. Everything else is all about card draw and bouncing a creature back to our hand, which will be Universal Automaton, which is a very cheap way to keep playing spells, to trigger Paradox Engine, to untap all of our non-land mana sources. And yeah, we can, that's so I have hopefully a good friend waiting, a big supporter of the show, Hobbit Snake. And yes, we're going to test our theory out here in the challenge match. No, the tournament match. No, the historic tournament match. And we're going to go in not the Power Slasher 9, but the tribal Taste of Power. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. The tribal. Go back. Too many clicks, getting too excited to play everything and go infinite like a mad hoss. Okay, we want, yes, the tribal Taste of Power, all according to my plan calculations. Yes, all the achievements. We're gonna get them. That's the theory, anyway. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong format. I did it again. Why did it default back to that? Okay, tournament, no. Historic tournament match. There we go. Try that again. All right, so that's important. Historic tournament match. Historic cards, best of 3, coin flip, timers on. I had, you know what? Let's turn the. I'm gonna reset it one more time. Oh my God, Hobbit Snake's gonna kill me. I'm gonna see if we can turn the timers off. That would actually help a lot. That was the only thing that concerned me, really. I guess we cannot turn the timers off. Okay. I guess we'll try it that way then. That's not a setting we can mess with. Boo. Okay, for the final time, we're challenging, hopefully. Unless the timer gets us, then we might have to do it again. All right, thank you, Hobbit Snake, for joining us today. I appreciate your cooperation in testing another achievement here on Achievement Hunter's Lodge. All right. So Hobbit Snake is not is a pretty good Magic player, no slouch, and but they have been instructed prior to this video to kind of just do nothing and let us do our thing and to try to tap out and avoid holding priority as much as possible, and that'll make this go a little bit faster and hopefully we won't burn through our timer. Oh no, we were defeated by the timer. Is ready to dip back in to testing how to get some of these achievements and the hidden parameters involved. Yeah, so we're going to try a deck that we tried before to get the all according to my calculations deck. Win a game with no cards in your library. But we're going to try it, even though it's a 0 of 1, and we found that the achievements that were in that format, 0 of 1 or 1 of 1 if you like, that we couldn't get them to pop doing the direct challenge method. That was using the challenge match. Now, I have discovered, accidentally, that going into historic and doing a tournament match, on the other hand, seems to be a little bit different for some reason. Historic tournament match. No, not limited. Well, I guess this is legal there. Limited tournament match. Traditional limited cards, best of 3. We'll see if Hobbit Snake has a deck that fits these parameters. I don't know what half of this means. All right, it's not historic, but it's the same format, the best of 3 limited or whatever, notwithstanding. It's still best of 3 tournament, whatever direct challenge. And that's how we pop the Power 9. I guess we'll play first. Now we're going to get hopefully an easy setup here. Okay, well, we can do that. All we got to do is replay Jace, right? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll keep the new Jace. And force ourselves to draw. And we win the game. Did we get the achievement? Oh, no, wait. Well, we'll have to find out. We'll have to wait and find out. It's not until we'll have to win the game again. All right. In the interest of time, we'll try and see if we can win this as quickly as possible. Lord. I mean, oh, that'll do it. There we go. Also, a quick concede on Hobbit Snake's part. I wasn't going to force it, but we got it. You can see we got it. Direct challenge got it. Us finishing off with Sparky on our color masteries. All according to my calculations, chalked up and done, because that's the last one we need, right? Yeah, we just need 25 more Elf or Hydra, and less than that, 18. So we need to cast 25 spells. Let's go and play Sparky until we've cast that one-drop changeling 25 times. All right, let's get this. I mean, what is Sparky gonna do? Nothing. You're not gonna do anything, Sparky. Okay, Sparky, you win this round. Let's try again, and hopefully our mana situation works a little bit better. 2 Inventor's Fairs. What are we? I've lost track of how many times we've done this, but it can't be 25 yet, right? It can't be 25. But we should definitely do it until we've hit all of the rest of our mana. I feel like that would be the end goal here. All right, we have officially gone through, and I think we've casted this universal automaton so many times. We should definitely have the upper hand. Let's go with Jace just to make sure. I don't know. Yeah, we got 15 cards left in our library. It's gonna be fine. And if our calculations are correct, when we end this game at negative 5118, we should get a bunch of color mastery achievements all at once. Okay, we got knowledge and mystery, growth and strength, and that should be it, right? Color masteries. Dun, 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 dun. We get all the avatars. Look at us go. Nice. Very nice. That's it, man. Look at all these hunts achieved. We've gotten all the color masteries knocked out. What does that leave for our future? Well, you can see we're still missing 6 from the arena milestones, 14 from the arena formats, and 5 from the advanced achievements. So we got at least a few more shows to go, I think. And then it's going to be some grinds, I think, for the arena formats and milestones. It's going to be some grindy shows here on Achievement Hunter's Lodge, getting into the nitty gritty, the everyday. Yeah, trying to specifically target playing in those different formats, including some we don't usually play in. This could get wild. Thank you so much for joining us for this one. I hope you've been entertained. And as always, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can find our deck links in the description, and that'll help you out if you're looking for a specific achievement to go after. Or if you want this really cool deck that we built that can do all the achievements, have a look. Thank you so much. As always, love one another. Be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering. We'll see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow, Brawling Friday. We're pulling it out. We're pulling out the Prismatic Bridge.